lifestyle consultant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Well, I'll do it this way. I'll cross over.
All right, that's okay. But anyway, when we're talking about an item like this, you're going to see it's very different from what you're used to seeing. She's 10 years at a home and lifestyle consultant and brings this to us. This is brand new today. It is at a sale price. That doesn't usually happen. Usually brand new items start at a brand new item price. And the sale price does go away today, so it's just for the one day. And it's over $40 off of the regular QVC price. First day at the low sale price. What makes this so wonderful is this was actually developed by an immunologist, and it will take care of Staph aureus, E. coli, influenza A, all those bad boys. It's 330 watt total power, dual filtration system, UV light. Now, from what I understand, UV light is something that hospitals use to clean, so that's good too to hear. Pulsating pads, Hepa Filter, and it measures about 13.5 inches in length by 7 5/8 inches in width by 15.5 inches high. It only weighs about 6.85 pounds. Okay, so I mean, honestly,
what are we doing?
Andrea, what are you doing?
So the RAYCOP Lite is a HEPA vacuum and a fabric sanitizer. So right now, I am removing dust mites and their matter, a very common allergen, from this mattress. I'm also removing what you said, E. coli and Staph aureus bacteria and influenza A with just 5 seconds of exposure to the UV light that's built into the RAYCOP. We're able to remove those allergens, to clean the hard fabric surfaces that are hard to clean in our homes, like our mattresses or our pillows or these fluffy blankets that don't launder as easily. You don't want to ruin your specialty fabrics, and you certainly can't put your mattress into the washing machine.
No, ma'am.
But dust mites are everywhere. They're throughout our home. They live in our mattresses. They feed on dead human and animal skin cells.
True.
And we have pets, and they have pet dander, and we're creating this warm, moist environment in our beds, in our upholstered furniture.
What are we looking at here?
We're looking at the technology, the patented technology, RayClean technology that incorporates, well, right now we're looking at that disgusting stuff in our bed. But the RayClean technology attacks all of those allergens. It incorporates UV light, pulsating pads, calibrated suction to make sure we're not damaging your fabrics, and dual filtration. So we've got the dust box filter in the front that's capturing your large particles, and we have a HEPA filter that's capturing the microscopic tiny organisms. I'm going to show you right here how it works. So here we have red light on our start button, which means there's power to it, but right now it's in standby mode. To operate it, I push this red button and hold it for 3 seconds, and you hear it beep, and now it's green, which means it's ready to go. So I push it one more time, and now the blue light comes on, and you'll see here, this is our dust box filter. This is the window that lets you know your UV light is activated. I'm going to turn this over and show you that UV light right now. That UV light is doing 2 things. It's sanitizing our fabrics. It's also altering the DNA of those dust mite eggs, because you don't just get dust mites, you get their unhatched eggs, their fecal matter. It's reducing the hatch rate of those eggs. Now, I will point out, when you get this home, if you lift your RAYCOP off of the surface and you turn it over, your light will turn off. I've just covered up the sensors here and here so that you can see where the UV light is and how it works.
And let's get something really straight. In order for that UV light to work and do the job that we want it to do, it's got to hover for how many seconds?
5 seconds of exposure.
5 seconds of exposure.
That's right, just 5 seconds. So when you're going over your mattress, and it's a very smooth, easy motion.
Now, you don't mean hold for 5. You say you just have to go pass it by.
Exactly. So just like I'm ironing, does not require hard pressure. It's very lightweight and portable. But this here, I'm going to point out as well, is our first step of filtration. So I told you it incorporates UV light. We also have 2 points of filtration. So here is our dust box filter. It's so easy to pop out. And then this is the dust box, and here's your filter. So we just remove the filter, and this one is clean.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a dirty one here in a second.
Okay.
But that's the dust box filter. This is going to capture all of your large particles, your pet hair, your human hair, the large pollen dust particles. The microscopic organisms like the dust mites and their fecal matter and their unhatched eggs are all going to be captured by the HEPA filter, which is here in the back.
Okay.
All right. It's hidden back here, and it's got a fine mesh to capture all of those organisms, all of those microscopic organisms as small as 0.3 microns. This little HEPA filter is keeping all of those particles out of your mattress, out of the air. You just pop it right back in here.
Out of your lungs.
Out of your lungs, out of your sleep
life.
surface, exactly.
Yeah.
So the dust box filter.
How often, I'm so sorry to interrupt
Sure,
you.
no, go ahead.
I just want to know, like, do I have to buy additional filters, or do I clean that myself? Or,
Great question.
And also this.
Yes.
How do I clean this out?
So this is a dirty dust box filter. The dust box filter can be washed with just warm water. No chemicals required. So I would submerge the entire dust box into water just to keep those particles from blowing around when you pull them out. But I am going to pull this out and show you this dirty dust box filter. Oh, it's disgusting.
Wow.
This, as you can see, it's got pet hair, it's got, you know, little pieces of lint and all this yucky dust. Now this actually came from my house, which is why I'm sort of okay touching it. It's a little bit gross,
Okay.
but this is all the large particle that the dust box filter is going to capture for you. You can rinse that under warm water, and then when it's dry, then you can put it back into your dust box.
Now, you also have a nice big right here. You can
Yeah,
a
that
lot
big
in there,
clump that
too.
already fell off. That's
Yeah,
right.
that was in there.
That was inside. It had already fallen off the filter.
What about the HEPA filter?
The
in
HEPA
back?
filter is not washable, but if you use this regularly, which would be maybe once or twice a week, it should last you about a year and a half. When you need to replace it, you can get them straight from RAYCOP.com. They offer additional HEPA filters that fit.
Are they expensive to replace?
I actually don't know what the
Oh,
cost
well, let's
of them
look it
are.
up.
We'll
Somebody will
figure
look it
out.
up for me, and we'll find out. I like to
We'll
know
find
that
out
kind of
for
thing.
you. That's
All
right.
right.
So we also talked about the calibrated suction, and this is what allows it to not ruin your fabrics, why you can go over those delicate blankets, those specialty pillows, your stuffed animals. So RAYCOP has built in the pulsating pads and the calibrated suction. Here are your pulsating pads. I'm going to show you that first, because when I turn it on, you're going to see it vibrates the surface of your mattresses, your fabrics. Right here are your pulsating pads. Right now it's off, so it's not pulsating. When I turn it on, you'll see it vibrates. That actually helps loosen the dust mite's grip on your fabrics, because remember, they're living organisms. They are holding tight. They don't want to let go. So you want to vibrate that surface and actually help lift them up off the surface of the mattress.
It's actually going in a cyclone.
That's right, because it's vibrating and it's pulling those, but you'll notice here at the bottom, what's at the base is the fabric that's not being disturbed.
Can you show them the profile, because it's much more impressive?
Sure, let's turn that around.
There you go. Look at how it's circulating, sucking up, pulling up, vibrating, moving, and that's how it gets it to make those little guys let go.
That's right. Get them out of your sleep surface. Get them out of those pillows that you put your face against every evening. That's right.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness. Yes, every RAYCOP Lite has those pulsating pads and that calibrated suction. It's what allows you to go over those delicate fabrics and not worry that you're ruining them. They're not going to get tugged in or pulled into the vacuum like a traditional vacuum would do.
For how many? How many? 3-pack of filters, $25. Went to your website and checked it out. Awesome. That's a good deal.
Great.
So that's about 3 years worth of filters. You get this one, and that would make it 4.
That's right.
So that's pretty good from what you said.
Very
What? Who needs this? Where's it for? I know you did the bedding and the sheets.
That's right.
But I'm thinking about my sofas.
Absolutely.
My curtains.
Yes,
some of those
your draperies.
Things. Some of my carpeting. No.
It's actually not intended for carpets, so that is something where you'd want to use higher suction and cover a large area. This is for your fabric surfaces that are difficult to launder, like your upholstered furniture, your bedding, your mattresses, definitely your drapes, your pillows, your specialty pillows, decorative pillows, things that might have beads or embellishments, or fringe. The fringe on my carpets is always getting caught in my regular vacuum, but the fringe on your blankets won't get caught in the RAYCOP because it's specially calibrated.
And then like my Dennis Basso throws, I don't like to throw them in the wash. It kind of ruins them.
Exactly, and we don't want to ruin them.
But I mean, I just would like to keep it as fabulous as possible.
That's right, absolutely.
Now it says fabric sanitizer, so are things going to smell better, feel better?
Well, I think in general, they're cleaner.
Clean,
that's right. They're cleaner, so I feel better knowing that I'm sleeping on a cleaner bed.
It's not when you squirt that Febreze stuff and it's like, I don't know.
There are no chemicals with this.
This is really getting it up, out, and gone.
That's right.
Okay, so, and again, you're saying Staph aureus, E. coli, influenza A.
That's right. So we are using that patented RAYClean technology. So it incorporates UV light, which is going to reduce the hatch rate of the dust mite eggs, because you don't just get one dust mite, you get a whole colony.
Ew.
They're feeding on those dead skin cells right there that are in your bed.
Yeah.
That UV light is reducing the hatch rate, and also with 5 seconds of exposure, and you'll see there the light is on, it is killing 99% of the influenza A virus and E. coli and Staph aureus bacteria.
Yeah, those are the bad daddies.
That's right. Those are the ones you
daddies.
don't want, and they're in our community. We hear about them.
Can I see you do it again?
Absolutely.
Okay, I
We'll
wanted
do
to
the
see
bed
you
for a little
do
bit. We'll do an upholstered chair for a while.
Okay, and remember, this is on 6 easy payments. It's our best. We don't do 7 easy pay. 6 easy payments of $28.33. It's over $40 off of the regular QVC price. Brand new today. And don't forget, the sale price does go away at the end of the day. And Andrea, you're showing us great examples of how to use this, the way to use it, how simple it is to use it, whether it's on the bed, whether it's on that teddy bear, those fabulous lush throws that you don't want to ruin, sheets, pillows, you name it.
And it's not just made beds or not just your mattresses. So we all wash our sheets, hopefully. We wash our bedding, but in between washes, you can go over your child's unmade bed. If your children are like mine and sometimes those beds aren't made, you can still go over those sheets. You can still go over the pillows, remove the dust mites and their fecal matter and their unhatched eggs from the pillows that your family is sleeping up against every single night.
So can I ask you another question?
Sure.
Can I bring this to, if I have to stay at a hotel room?
You sure can.
Can I bring it with me?
You sure can, because it's so little and portable. I would. I mean, I'll tell you, one of my most vivid memories of starting college was looking at the bed in my freshman dorm and going, who has slept on this bed before I'm getting to it?
Exactly.
What is living in that mattress?
One of our stylists, God love her, she stayed in a hotel she thought was very fine, had great ratings and everything. However, when she got home a week or so later, she had a total infestation that came from the bedding that she had brought to the hotel, put it on their bed, brought it back home, and put it on hers.
Oh my goodness.
And she had to have the whole house like fumigated.
That's awful.
It was awful.
And you know, that's what happens. Dust mites are literally everywhere.
Yeah.
And we collect them on our clothing as we move about our house. You know, as clean as we think we are, if we're living in our homes.
It's just normal.
We're shedding dead skin cells.
Everybody has it.
That's right.
You have that. Now, the point is not to let things get out of control.
Absolutely. Not to let them breed in your mattresses and in your pillows.
No, we don't want that.
No.
That's a beautiful pillow that you're working on right now. And I'll tell you, if I were to take my heavy-duty vacuum cleaner, which is what I would do on this pillow, first off, it would never be able to clean it to the capacity that you have because it's just too overwhelming and large. The other thing is, it's too overwhelming and large. You've got great control with this handheld.
That's right. And I've only been vacuuming for just a few minutes and I've already started to collect dust. So you see right there in the dust box, you're collecting those large particles. Here we're showing you, you sleep in your beds and we don't think about what we're sleeping with. All of those dead skin cells, all of those dust mites, their fecal matter, their unhatched eggs, their carcasses. Oh, up until now, I think we've all thought we need to buy mattress covers or pillow covers because we know it's in there and we're trying to cover it up. But covering it up doesn't get rid of it. No. It just creates a barrier between you and them, and they're still breeding in your pillows.
Still there.
They're still breeding in your mattresses. Get them out.
No matter what you do, they will still be there unless you get them out.
Get them out with something that's
sleep better.
safe.
You will feel better.
Yes.
Everything's going to be better. Okay. That's why we should have this, and you know you can use this. How often do you think we should use this on our beds or on our pillows or on our throws?
I recommend, and this is what we do, a couple of times a week we'll go over the bedding, but every time I change the sheets, I do the mattresses.
Okay.
And the couches, the same thing. We'll go over it a few times a week because we live in that space, right? My family sits together, we snack on those couches. Yep. And to know that there are dust mites and dust mite colonies living in them. And I've ruined a regular couch with a traditional vacuum before. I tried to vacuum it and it ripped up the corded cover on the cushion. And it was such a disappointment. Now I know I can do that job without ruining the fabric. I don't have to use chemicals. It's all right here built into the RAYCOP with the RAYCOP technology, the pulsating pads, the calibrated suction that's keeping my fabrics safe. It's not pulling or tugging them up into the vacuum. And the UV light that's sanitizing, removing up to 99% of the influenza A